Get us started, I need 2 volunteers to come on up. Come on up. Okay, let's give them some encouragement as they come down. Hi, I'm Joan. Julie, nice to meet you. Go ahead and have a seat there. Hi, Ann. And I'm going to have you have a seat here. And we have props for you. You might have seen these before. Go ahead and hold on to that. And you have the other one here. Now, I do need to test first for talents to do the task, okay?
It's not math, so I think
It's not math, so no one has to fall asleep. Tiffany will be awake. We don't have to worry about that. So, can you count to 2?
Yes.
Okay, 2 taps on the top. Okay, now you want it to resonate a little more, so the bottom has to be open.
All right.
So whatever you need to do. Okay, and it's going to be a little quieter, and just 2. 1, 2. Okay.
Gotcha.
Good. All right. And can you count to 3?
I can.
Okay, so you're just going to be the 3rd sound, and you're only going to tap once. Okay, go ahead. Okay, let's do it together. Okay, a little bit quieter. A little bit quieter. Excellent. Okay, keep doing that until I tell you to stop. All right? Okay, can everybody hear me? Okay, great. So, the heart of a leader. We're all born with a heart. And if we listen carefully, we can hear it, we can feel it. And I think that we take that for granted. How many of you woke up this morning and said, oh, I need to start my heart. I need to feel the beat going. No, we didn't do that. It's automatic. Do we do that with our talents and our skills and our knowledge? I think we do. We take it for granted. And so what I'm going to do is share a couple stories with you this morning. I promise I'll tie it back into what it means to you and what it means to us today. Fair enough? Okay. So I was about 10 years old. This is one of my favorite childhood memories. Come on the journey with me. Think of one of your favorite childhood memories. You can close your eyes if you want. I promise it's safe. Where were you? Who were you with? What were you doing? Why were you there? So my story, my Aunt Diane and Uncle Neil were over to our house. They have 5 kids, a year apart. I was 10, the oldest of theirs was probably 6, and I have 3 brothers. 8 children, 4 adults, clearly outnumbered 2 to 1. I had the sense that the adults wanted to have some time just playing their cards, maybe having an adult beverage, and enjoying themselves without us not running around them. And so I said to my cousins and my brothers, who would like to have some fun? Now at that age, of course they all said, yeah, I do. So I took them down in the basement, and I had prepared a project. I had art supplies. Paintbrushes, paints, markers, pens, pencils, paper, tinfoil, cardboard. Anything you could imagine, I had scrounged the house for these supplies. And I said to my cousins, what we're going to do is we're going to tell a story. And we're all going to get a chance to participate. And I'll start. And so how do you start a great story?
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time. My job was real easy because I knew that. And then I passed it off to one of my cousins to the right. And they picked up and they told a little bit of the story, and then I would say, okay, pass it. And then they passed it on. And by the time it came back around to me, I got to complete the story. And I was pretty pleased. They told a really good story. And so then I said, we've got all these paints and art supplies. Pick what you want to work with. And we're going to draw a picture of what that story looked like to you. And so we had a blast. I'm not going to say we didn't make a mess, because we did. I cleaned it up, of course. But we all did a painting. And then we got to talk about what this painting represented in the story. We made the connection back. And they were all great, but my favorite was Pete's painting. I mean, I thought I saw a little Picasso, buddy. He had this face. He divided it into 5 sections. He had all different paints, green and red and brown, and he let the cardboard show through on some. And then the ear was blue, and it took up the entire piece of paper. It was fabulous. And so, of course, I told everybody theirs was great, because it was their expression. They went and showed their parents, and they were all real proud. But I took Pete aside. I said, man, you did a great job. I think this is really marvelous. He said, you like it? And I said, yeah. So he said, you can keep it. I thought, oh, this is a bonus. So I kept the painting. And I remember that because I was engaged, right? I got to have fun with people I loved. And so what does that have to do with work? Well, fast forward, my first professional job. I went to design school. I got to do floor plans, order furniture, manage work crews, and improve environments for people. Now, we did this at a pretty large organization, about 6,000 people. You can't disturb work during the workday, right? So Monday through Friday, people worked, and guess when I came in to do my projects? Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. No extra pay, that's just part of your job, part of what you do. And I loved it, because again, I got to be with people I really enjoyed, people who were professionals. And if I said on Saturday morning, Tanisha, you gotta be here at 7, you'd be like, man, that's early on a Saturday. Yeah, it is, but I'll be here. I got there at 6:45, and I didn't come empty-handed. I had coffee and donuts. So if you got to the job site early, guess what? You got coffee and donuts. And I got to orchestrate people doing what they loved. The electricians, the carpet people, the carpenters, the furniture installers, the movers, some cleaning staff. It was magical. And I thought, wow, I'm really lucky. I get paid to do this. And I did a pretty good job. I had that job for a while. Worked in the Human Resources and Administration division. I was the administration part. And one day, I get a call from my senior vice president, whom I saw maybe twice a year. His secretary calls me and says, Joan, we need to set up a meeting for Thursday morning. This is a Monday. I said, okay, be happy to be there. What's this about? Well, I can't tell you. Okay, what are you thinking right now? I am in trouble, or someone on my team has really messed up and I gotta make this right. So I only had 4 days, or technically 3 days to worry about it, right? I go into my boss's office. He's got this big desk, 2 chairs in front. He says, have a seat. I am still really nervous. I am shaking in my boots, right? I can't even imagine what he's gonna say. And so I had to get a temperature check on the situation. So I said, how you doing today? And he said, I've never been better. And I went, okay, it can't be that bad. And so he said to me, he said, I'd like you to come work for me. I said, well, you know I already do. And he said, well, no, I mean like work for me, like in my office. I want you to run the executive compensation focus for the entire company. And I looked at him, I was a little bit confused, and I said, you know I'm not in HR. And he said, oh yeah, I know that. He said, but you have some transferable leadership skills. I can teach you the technical stuff. You can stop the drum. Now what he said next, I will remember forever. When he talked about transferable leadership skills, he had examples. He said, I've seen you organize. I'm thinking, you have? And then I thought back to my construction management. Yeah, you're talking about electricians and phone installation and data and carpet installation. Now you can't have the carpet guys there before they take the old furniture out, right? It has to happen in order.